Hi guys. So we are going to attempt to do a talk through video. The last time I did this, it was an epic failure, as you've probably seen. So we're gonna try it again, and we're gonna keep trying until I succeed, until we succeed in this. So you know, today I'm trying to do a more plummy, sultry fall look. We're gonna go Vamp. We're going to attempt to go Vamp. How about that? I'm just gonna put some of my Best Damn Beauty lip mask on my lips, obviously, because they wouldn't go anywhere else. But I really love this stuff. Just got my haircut. Haircut on fleek. Is that a thing? I don't think it's a thing. Then I'm going to prime my face. I'm going to use the MakupForever Step 1 per usual. This one is the Pore Filling Primer. I love it. So I'm going to take it on my tray here, which looks kind of gross, but I promise you it's clean. I don't even know what I'm talking. I feel like I'm singing while I'm talking. What the heck? Just take a little bit here. And then I'm going to do it. Take a foundation brush. This one's by Morphe. And I'm just going to pat it in the areas that I really, really need it. And I feel like we all have our common areas of where our pores are visible. In the nose area, sometimes under the eyes, we have some fine lines, which this does work wonders for. And I have a lot on my nose. So I'm just going to pat that into my skin. Then we're going to try something new today. I'm excited. Ow! I'm excited about trying out this new foundation. It's the MakupForever Ultra HD. I've heard this thing does miracles. We shall see. You know, I always had a very difficult time finding a match. So we're gonna try shade Y405, which is the equivalent of the old formula, which is a 153. So I'm gonna take just a couple pumps. I notice it's a lot runnier. It's a lot more liquidy than the original formula. So we're gonna use that same foundation brush, and we're just going to paint our face with it. See how the color looks. I don't know about this color, but we shall see. And then I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge, and I'm just going to blend it in, just to make sure. Oh. I don't know. I guess it does look a lot more flawless on this side than it does on this side. You can kind of see my discoloration on my face, whereas this side looks a lot more womp womp. We'll see. Let's go. Now for me, I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but my nose gives me so much issues. And it's mainly because I sweat so much on my nose that there is no foundation that has ever been able to withstand my sweating. It's so bad though. Like, I could be sitting down and I'll just sweat. I don't know. You tell me. This is just the foundation on its own. And I'm going to conceal my dark circles first with the Naked Skin concealer in medium dark. I should face this way. Oh, I can't because I can't use. I have a lot of darkness around my mouth. So I like to make sure that I even it out. Now it's not dark enough to warrant like a really bright orange color, but I'm sure a peach color would work, but we're gonna rock with this for right now. And then I'm just gonna take my Nars Creamy Concealer. This one's in the shade Custard because I couldn't find ginger, so we're gonna make this work. And I'm just taking my Morphe A20 and I'm just going to take a bit of it, just a bit. And highlight. And before it gets crazy and too much to this side, I'm going to blend it out with my Technique sponge. And then I'm going to take the foundation side and just make sure it blends. And just be gentle. You don't need to like poke yourself extremely hard or anything. And I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder on a Morphe E8, and I'm going to tap away all the excess because there's tons of powder on there. And I'm just going to set it. Now I am going to go back and set some concealer in the center of my forehead. Just lightly, not too much. Just so that there are other areas on my face that there'll be some light hitting, that some light will hit. And again, using the foundation that's already on your beauty blender really helps you to make sure that you don't deposit the concealer in too many areas, because you don't want to highlight like your entire forehead. Well, unless you do. That's you. Go for it. And then I'm just going to lightly set those areas. Nothing too crazy. Cool. So I am going to take this Zoeva Coco Blend palette, and it looks like this. It has some really, really beautiful shades. This is the shade that I'm really looking forward to using, so we're gonna go for it. it's just really going to be a transition shade. So just to help other things blend out. And then on a Sigma E25, I'm going to take the color Freshly Toasted, which is this color right here. And we're going to go a little slightly below the color that we just deposited. And again, just starting off light because you can always build the color. I like to put my eyeshadow on with my eye open, obviously, you know, because I have really hooded eyes. So if I put my makeup on with my eyes closed and then I open them, I'll lose all that color. So I like to keep my eyes open when I put on my shadow. So that I know that I can still see the color. It's so hot. My nose is sweating. And then I'm going to take this cream color in Midnight Sea. This one's by Tom Ford. It was a gift, but then you want to go back in with your brush that you were using for Freshly Toasted, and you're just gonna blur out the edges. Just so that it's seamless. So I'm going to take my Morphe G13 and I'm going to go in with Warm Notes. In with my Sigma E25, and I'm going to blur the edges. And I'm going to take the color Beans Are White, which is not white, it's a charcoaly gray color. I'm just going to deepen up the outer crease a little bit. I'm just taking some of that pure ganache color, which is a gold color, and I'm just using my finger and popping that in the center of my lid for a little bit of dimension. And just blend that in with Beans Are White. And Warm Notes. I'm gonna pop on some lashes. I'm gonna use Soho by Koko Lashes. And they look like this. They kind of look a little bit like Siren from House of Lashes. So I'm gonna bronze up my face, and I'm gonna use my Giorgio Armani drops in Liquid Summer. Can't even talk. And I'm just gonna put a couple of drops here on my pad, on my plate, my pad. And I'm just gonna take a MAC 130 dual fiber brush, 130, and I'm going to dab that in, but I'm also gonna dab it onto my hand to make sure it's not too much. And then I'm gonna bronze my face. And it's so natural. Like just this beautiful natural glow. And I'm just going to my hairline with it. Nothing too crazy. It's just so gorgeous. Like I instantly look like I have a sun-kissed tan. And then I'm going to take my Marc Jacobs Mirage filter. That's what it looks like. And I'm first going to take the yellow shade on an e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to brighten up under my eye. We use the Secret Brightening powder, but I find that it's so white, it doesn't look natural. So I love this banana shade because it looks so much more natural and it's so much more brightening. I know I've raved about these powders before. They're so amazing. Then with my Morphe E2 brush, this really kind of flatter, fluffy brush, I'm going to take the bronzing powder. Now it's very, very potent, like you don't need a lot. And I'm just going to set I'm also going to hit the waterline too. And I'm going to take a Morphe E36 brush, just a tiny little brush. And I'm going to first go in with Substitute for Love, which was our transition shade up on our top lids. And I'm just going to and I like to bring it up a little and around my eye just to make sure that it meets, because it looks so much more complete when the shadows meet. And for blush, I'm going to take this Baked Blush in Boysenberry. It's this color right here. And it is by Laura Gellar. And I'm going to take that on a Morphe E4 brush. I promise we're not, this isn't a sponsor by Morphe or am I an affiliate, but I just love the brushes. And I'm going to go on with MakupForever Pro Sculpting Duo in the shade number 2, which is the gold. Whoa. Whoa. Put that on my nose. Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to take that same angled brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of the gold in the center. On my lid. And under my brow bone. You can highlight your inner corner with it. I usually don't because I have a flap of skin on the inner corner of my eyelid and it's not really cute. So then I'm going to go in with the Morphe E1 brush, which is just this huge fluffy brush. I'm just going to make sure everything looks blended together nicely. Now for lips, I'm going to go in with the MAC lip pencil in the color Currant. Here we go. Lining my lips is so tricky because I have very uneven lips. And they kind of go from thick at the top and then really thin and narrow on the sides. It's so strange. So while other people want to overdraw the tip part, I need to like overdraw the side. And this side is pointier and this side is round. I know. First world problems. Lipstick, Liquid Lipstick in Sad Girl. Still my favorite shade of all time. And then what I like to do to give it a little bit of life is I take Anastasia lipstick in Vintage, which is like a purpley color, and I mix them. And there's the finished look, guys. I'm just going to spray my face with a little bit of the Best Damn Beauty setting spray. So this is what the finished look looks like. I really hope that you enjoyed it. It's super vampy. It's kind of glam at the same time, but I really like it, and I really hope that you guys liked it too. If you did, then give it a thumbs up so that I know that you loved it. And I'm so happy to be back, actually being able to speak to you, because it's so impersonal sometimes to just make these videos of me doing makeup and not even talking to you guys. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one.